Welcome to the Nitty Gritty of Real Estate podcast. Today we are talking about why you are getting screwed by iBuyers. Let's get into it. iBuyers and why you need to run if you are a seller.
Yeah.
All right, Tom. So let's start with the Opendoor reports that came out at the beginning of this year. They reported a pretty interesting profit margin. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, so it was reported, obviously we don't see their books, but it was reported that Opendoor made 17% profit margin on the houses that they bought. Now that's the price they paid for it versus the price they sold it for minus the improvements and the real estate commissions they paid out. And they still made 17% profit. So my question would be, who is the type of homeowner that would be willing to lose, if you look at it, over 20% of the real value of the house that somebody would be willing to pay for? Because in our industry, and generally, the buyer's side, which gets paid by Opendoor, is 3%. Now, in some communities, it's a little higher. In some areas of this country, it's a little lower. And again, disclaimer, all commissions are negotiable. They're not fixed, so we don't want any RESPA violations here. But think about it. They're making a profit of 17% after they pay, on average 3% out, and they've put some improvements into the house like carpets, right? Not a lot.
No.
Not
carpets,
a lot, as we know.
Yeah, usually carpet slap some paint on it.
Yeah,
that's about it.
And sometimes it's not the paint. It's just the
true.
carpet, right?
It's
because
true.
there was cat urine in it. So why are people doing that? That's my question. How badly do you need to sell to literally sell your house at probably 20% below what you could get if you had a real estate agent representing you?
Well, that's my first reaction too. I mean, when you said the numbers, I'm thinking, so if that's their profit, that's how much these sellers have lost.
Exactly.
And then I jumped to, like you said, who would do it? So my thought is somebody who's nervous or scared about something with their house and trying to sell it. So my mind jumps to expensive things that need to be taken care of.
They could very well be. It could also be they were given bad information from the buyer. Oh, your house is only worth this much, and we're going to give you this much.
True.
Right? So there wasn't an accurate assessment of the value of the property.
That is true, too.
So remember, they're buying, they're representing themselves. You don't have an agent in your corner protecting you and saying, no, this is garbage. This evaluation of your property is garbage. It's really worth 20% more, right? So what bothers me is, what are they saying? What are these iBuyers saying to these people, and that they're, in my opinion, they're preying on? Are they preying on the elderly? Are they preying on the misinformed? Or are they purposely being misinformed and then the people are preying on them? I don't have the answer to that, but I do have an answer that Opendoor reported a 17% profit. So somebody missed out. And somebody wasn't represented to get the most amount of money for their house that they should have gotten.
Well, and then, I guess my other question is, the number that they say they're going to pay for the house, is that really the final number that the person walks away with?
No. So I've dealt with a lot of people who have experienced this. I'm going to call it bait and switch as a loose term. We're going to pay $300,000 for your house. Now we already know that the house is probably worth $360,000, right? So they're going to pay $300,000 house for a quick sale. And then they do their inspection. Oh, well, we got to fix this, and fix this. That's going to be $27,000. But we'll just reduce the price by $19,000.
Sounds like a great deal.
Yeah, it sounds like a great deal until you realize you left $80,000 on the table.
Right. Well, and I guess my other question would be then, are the numbers they're giving you as far as the repairs accurate? Or if you had an agent come in with, a group that they typically work with, could you have gotten those repairs done for less and then sold your house yourself?
Yes. So to me, an agent will be able, a real estate agent who represents you in the sale of your house will have connections to roofers or plumbers or electricians or painters all those large item tickets, HVAC contractors, so that maybe when the iBuyer says, well, this is an $18,000 air conditioner, the real estate agent can get it done for like with his HVAC person or several for like $9,500, half of the price, right?
Right.
And so you start adding that stuff up, you start saving a lot of money, right? So the real estate agent becomes an asset to you as far as helping you discover the true value of things versus the inflated value. Now, I kind of relate this to property managers, okay? Property manager, if I own a real estate piece of investment real estate and the property manager says we have to replace the toilet and the toilet is $162 at Home Depot, well, the property management company is going to charge you $162, but then they're going to add 15% on it for there. It's a markup, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
The same thing happens with these iBuyers when they put the information in to you about the repairs they need. They're inflated with a markup for them too. So not only they are making money when they purchase their house, but they're also making money when they give you inflated prices and drive the bottom line down. So again, being represented in your corner when you're selling your house can save you tens of thousands of dollars.
Absolutely, because like you said, that iBuyer is working for them. It's working for the big company. They are not working for you as the seller. So it would be in your best interest to at least call out a real estate agent, talk to them, hear what they have to say, see what the actual value of your house is compared to what the iBuyer is offering.
Hey everyone, we want to interrupt this episode to let you know that we are a Keller Williams Southern Arizona franchise.
Also, we are licensed realtors practicing equal housing.
Now, let's get you back to the podcast. Yeah, in today's market, honestly, do we really know what a buyer's be willing to pay for a house?
No.
I mean, how many times have we listed a house for sale for $300,000 and it sold for $365,000?
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, an honest real estate agent, even if they know the intricacies of the market where they work, like they're what we call a hyper local agent, right?
Right.
They don't know what the next buyer is going to bring to the table. It might be a buyer that missed out on 3 or 4 houses because there were so many offers, cash offers, that buyer would be willing to put $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 more than the list price.
Right.
So it's always good to have a real estate agent represent you in these times.
Absolutely. And you can use that, demand to your advantage and get the most for your house. And with the right agent, you can certainly work that.
Exactly. And so I'm sure everybody that's listening to this podcast has had somebody call them and ask them if they're thinking about selling their home, right? Why do you think that's happening?
Because we don't have enough.
We don't have enough inventory. So if you're giving your house away for 20% less than the real value,
you're leaving money on the table.
You are honestly leaving money on the table.
And you're not even, I look at it sometimes people, I'll be nice to the next, I'll take, X number of dollars. You're being nice to Wall Street in this case.
Exactly. That's the issue, because most of this money is Wall Street money.
Right.
Right. It is not some homeowner that says, here's a couple of bucks, go buy this house for me. No, it is Wall Street money, and they want to make a profit.
Absolutely.
So when you said run,
yes,
when an iBuyer calls you, that's exactly what I'm going to say too. Unless you're just into losing money, but I think you'd have a better chance at Vegas. If you want to lose money, at least you can see all the pretty lights.
Yeah, go have some fun and lose the money.
It's interesting. The average agent charges 6% on average to the United States, okay? And we've already discussed that the iBuyer, when they become a seller, is paying 3% to the buying agent. So really the only amount of money that's being paid out is the 3% to the listing agent. Now, if that listing agent can net you in your pocket 11% more, why wouldn't you work with the real estate agent? What is the reason why you wouldn't work with the real estate agent to protect your asset and get you the most amount of money and make the transaction a seamless experience? I
agree. I can't think of anything other than, it sounds good. You haven't done your homework. But what I will ask is, there are people that maybe they know their house needs a new roof. They know they need new HVAC. So what if they don't have that money in their bank account?
So again, a great real estate agent can set that up, all the work to be done by the contractor. The contractor gets paid out of the proceeds at closing. So the home buyer doesn't have to put any money up front.
Okay, so that big scary roofing bill that came back because you
Yes.
need a new roof, your
Yes.
agent can arrange to have that taken care of.
So many times what we find is during the home inspection, a roof issue comes up or an HVAC, that's heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, come up as needing to be replaced, right? And the homeowner really didn't know. There was like shock. Well, I don't have that kind of money in the bank to have this done. So what we do as a real estate agent is that we work with contractors who are willing to wait to get paid until we close, and out of the net proceeds, you can pay those people. So in this case, out of the 20% you're giving away to the iBuyer, you can pay these people and still have more money in your pocket.
Okay, and it never has to filter through your bank account at all. It just
Nope.
all gets taken care of, and then you
Yep.
get the check for the remainder.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, Tom, we've gone through, everything with actually working with the iBuyer, what to be on the lookout for. But there's one more benefit with working with a local agent. You want to share that with us?
Yeah, so when you're working with a local agent, the local agent is looking to hire local contractors to get things fixed, right? So the money that's spent on those things that you might be afraid of gets spent in your community. Those people earn an income. They pay tax dollars. Those tax dollars goes to help support the schools, fix the roads, do all that kind of stuff. Hopefully the politicians don't keep it all. But I always find that it's best to have local individuals take the income, spend it back in the community versus taking the income and spending it outside the community. So you leach out the value of a community. I want to add to the value of the community by hiring local people.
Okay, so then the sale of your house can help continue to build a more robust economy within your own community.
Exactly, which also keeps your new house value up.
That's true too. Absolutely. All right, Tom. Well, thanks for talking with us today about iBuyers. And if you need help finding somebody, a great local agent, you're not in Tucson, we can certainly help you out with that. Just reach out to Tom or myself with the link below, and we will set you up with a fantastic agent wherever you are.
Hey, thank you for listening and watching the Nitty Gritty podcast here with the Tom J. Krieger team. If you are thinking about buying a home, selling a home, or even investing in real estate, please reach out to us. We are local here in Tucson, Arizona, but we are also connected to over 4,000 agents across the US. So again, looking to buy, sell, or invest in your hometown, reach out to us and let us connect you.